This is The Swimming Show.
Lefatsheng la ho sesa, Phupu ke kgwedi ya bohlokwa haholo. We have a world champion and also a swimmer who has medaled at the last 6 world championships. Wow, what an achievement. Our water polo men's and women's teams have proven that they can hold their own with the best in the world. Ke nna Dikeledi Letsiri, ha re be mmoho ha ke utlisetsa dintlhakgolo tse etsahetseng le tseo ka di lebellang ka jeno ho the swimming show. July was the Durban July, the art festival in Grahamstown, the Knysna Oyster Festival, and so much more. Also, the winter solstice is behind us, so warmer weather is on the way. Send us your posts and tweets to #TheSwimmingShow. Re ka thabela ho utlwa maikutlo a hao. Also, check out news and views from our athletes wherever they may be. But aquatics action is where we are at right now. Ke tsena tseo ka di lebellang ka jeno lenanong la rona. We kick off with the news and views from Hungary, Budapest, and the FINA Swimming World Championships. Then, news from the National Training and Coaches Conference from Durban. And finally, action from the TYR Prestige Championships from Durban. Please stay with us on The Swimming Show. The Swimming Show. FINA World Championships, news from Budapest, Hungary. Lena ke lekgetlo la bo 17 mabelo ana a ntse a etsahala. Our SA water polo ladies could not win their Group B matches and ended up in 16th place after losing to Kazakhstan by 4 goals to 6. Ka ho tshwana le sehlopha sa banna se hlotswe papading ya di-playoff ke Canada ka dintlha tse 9 ho tse 6. In the diving pool, Julia Vincent ended 12th in the finals of the women's 3-meter event. It has been a long time since an SA diver has reached a final at this level. Popular Swede Sarah Sjöström set a new world record mark in the 100-meter freestyle for her first leg in the relay. Miles Brown reached the semi-final of the men's 200-meter freestyle. He finished in 7th place and did not progress to the final. China's Sang Yang won this event after a convincing win in the 400-meter freestyle on the opening day. Cameron van der Berg o ne a le siyo ho hang ho di-hit tsa 100-meter breaststroke. O ne a bolokile matla a hae bakeng sa lebelo la 50 meters le etsahetseng letsatsi fela ka mora moo. Moo teng o kgonne ho etsa rekoto e ntjha ya Afrika le ya Afrika Borwa ka 26.54. One race later though, in the very next heat, Great Britain's Adam Peaty improved his own world record by 0.32 of a second. Remarkably, he bettered that record for a second time in one day, when he broke it again in the evening semi-final. And then the final. A good start from Cameron, but the Brit was ahead by the midway point.
Now he's getting well clear as we'll watch that world record line. Can he get another one? Peaty it is, surging towards a gold medal, and Peaty takes the gold. He wins the...
It was touch and go, but Adam Peaty took the gold. Brazilian junior Joao Gomez placed second, and our very own Cameron van der Berg got third. He has medaled in all of the past 6 world championships. What an achievement! Cameron spoke to us after the race.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it for me. Coming in, it's the 6th consecutive medal, 10 years running. No one's ever done that before in breaststroke, and I'm extremely happy with the result. New African record in the process, new personal best. Yeah, I'm happy that Chad and I got South Africa on the board last night.
Chad Leclerc played some mind games with his competitors and his supporters as he finished 3rd in his heat of the 200-meter butterfly event.
And now he puts in a couple of short curves, but Lifelike takes it out most impressively. Brown was second.
Le lebelong la semi-final a qetella maemong a bobedi ka mora mmamoratwa ya tswang hona Hungary e leng Laszlo Che. To huge crowd applause, the finalists lined up for the showdown. Chad Leclerc went out very fast. It was nail-biting, to say the least. Will he be hauled in? The Hungarians in the race were being cheered on. Impa Chet haka lahlelwa ke tshepo. Laszlo Che was closing, but Chet had done enough. An ecstatic win. Jalo ka ka mehla lelapa la Leclerc le ne le le teng le tshweleng ho tshehetsa ngwana bona, and it got very emotional. Chet Leclerc o boetse hape ke mampudi wa lefatshe. This is how Chet felt about the win.
That was amazing emotions during the race. Before the race, a lot of pressure. I mean, 20,000 Hungarian fans chanting, "Go Hungary, go Hungary." It was one of the most special moments of my career, of my life. The comeback win, the redemption. So I'm very happy for many reasons. You know, obviously last year was disappointing. Family illness, disappointing result at Rio, and now everything is good. My family is good, and I'm back on top. Humbled to be here representing my country. Huge honor. My fifth world champs. To come back like that was huge moment in the Lions Den. Can't wait to come home. I hope we have a ceremony back in South Africa. Viva South Africa. The king is back.
A gold and a bronze medal on one night. South Africa can be very proud. More world records fell early in the week. Canada's Kylie Messi surprised many by taking gold and a new world record in the women's 100-meter backstroke event. Then Lily King from the United States just outtouched Katie Mailey, also from the USA, in a world best performance. Then midweek, in the 4x100-meter medley relay heats, the South African team of Benadel, Corbett, Jimmy and Gallagher broke an African record. Impalao le jwalo ha ba finyella makgaolakgang. The USA broke Great Britain's world record in this medley relay by more than a full second. But that was not enough. In the evening finals, Team USA produced a phenomenal swim and broke their morning world record for a second time in one day. Unbelievable. Better news came from Team South Africa that took part in the Commonwealth Youth Games, which were held in Nassau in the Bahamas. Our swimmers came back with medals plenty. Hanim Abrams, gold and bronze. Rebecca Midam, silver and 2 bronze. Mariella Fenter, 2 golds and a bronze. Jared Baxter, also 2 golds and a bronze. Luen Grobler, 1 gold. And Michael Hooley, 2 golds and 1 silver. Katlao le mahlono lo sehlopheng sena, re motlotlo ka sona. The Swimming Show. After all that excitement, re hloka ho phumula fela o sesuthi. National Swimming and Coaching Conference 2017. The theme of this event is Nurturing Future Champions by Creating Lifelong Love of Water.
KZN Aquatics have been chosen to host this year's National Teachers and Swimmers Conference in Durban, and they've put on a 4-day conference with some really exciting speakers and varied topics all across the aquatic spectrum.
The coaches work very closely with the swimming instructors who do the basics. They're the ones that do the basic stroke correction and get the children who have been taught to swim to the next stage of age group swimming. So our primary purpose is to exchange information, is really to get professionalize the coaching and learn to swim instructors.
Peter Thompson, the General Secretary of Swimming South Africa, opened the conference and presented the 4-year strategy of the federation that looks after aquatic sport in South Africa. Mrs. Rohini Naidu elaborates on the Department of Sports participation in this event.
It was introducing the conference to the strategic framework for both coaching as well as water sport in KZN. We're now in the final draft format of our strategic document, where we brought all the sectors within water sport together, with focus especially on water safety. You know, it's a province that sees a high number of drownings because of the large number of people that do come to our beaches, especially during the holiday season. Swimming is a key sport in the province as well, and with all the different codes of water sport that we do, we needed to look at some plan in order to consolidate numbers of people that are active in water sport, and also in terms of people that are getting into trouble in water. And how do we address this jointly through collaboration of resources and skills? So that was largely, the focus of my input this morning, to brief the conference on where we are with this.
Water safety is the top priority for Swimming South Africa and the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Many diverse and varied topics made up the conference. One of the highlights was Graham Hill, our national swimming coach, addressing the delegates and talking about getting swimmers to the ultimate pinnacle, the Olympic Games.
Yeah, the presentation this morning on my side was coaching Olympic athletes, and I obviously used Chad as my athlete, who I coached to the gold medal in 2012. And I think to spread the news and what went down, going on to win Olympic gold medal, was beneficial to them, just for people to see what goes into coaching athletes at that level.
I just want to try to bring it back as fast as I could.
And what did the coaches and instructors think about what Graham had to say?
Yeah, I think the reaction from the coaches was a bit of amazement. I don't think they realized what actually goes into it. I think a lot of people were thinking that a coach is 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and that's it. But they don't realize that it becomes your life, and you have to make it your life and your dream as well. You've got to live the same dream and the same life as the actual athlete to deliver that gold medal.
Ebe yena mokwetlisi Hili o ikutlwa jwang ka seboka sa mofuta ona?
The conference, I think it's a great idea. I think, to spread the knowledge and to keep people updated with certain things that are going on. As we've mentioned, the world moves on, and, if you don't keep up, you're going to get left behind. So I think this kind of conference is a great asset, and a big thank you to Sports and Rec and everybody involved for putting it together. And I think, people will definitely benefit from it, and hopefully to see a few more in the future.
I would like to also say that I'm really, really privileged and honored to be part of this gathering of swimming coaches, interested swimming persons, and of course coaches like the like of Graham Hill, and to be able to spend a morning with him and the Federation President Peter Thompson, that swimming in this province is taking this so seriously, and the fact that coaches have come to it. Some of them have paid to get here. So I think we're in a right space, we're in a good space, and we need to take advantage of this.
The topics covered included coaching for podium, classifying disabled swimmers, nutrition and recovery, the psychology of an athlete, and much more.
We will take this forward in terms of getting a professional system on board and get an online system going for registration and management of coaches.
The swimming show will feature golden nuggets from this conference in the weeks that follow. Mahlohonolo le mosebetsi o motle o entsweng jwalo ke KZN Aquatics and Swimming South Africa. Ho etsa bonnete ba hore ba bona bohlokwa ba ho kwetlisa le ho ruta ka mokgwa ona wa papadi. The Swimming Show.
I am Douglas Erasmus, and you are watching The Swimming Show on SABC2.
After all that excitement, re hloka ho phumula fela o sesuthi.
Hi, I'm Ed Siswini, and you're watching The Swimming Show on SABC2.
Unzo shebile The Swimming Show ho SABC2. You belong. Kings Park, Durban hosted the winter swimming competition, the TYR Prestige Gala. Many clubs and their teams converged on the warmer KZN province to keep getting good competition during the cooler months. This is an age group event. It gives a big spread of swimmers from all levels of experience much needed pool competition, and this at an early age. Mabelo a Sasol Winter Champs a Freistata a etsahala ka nako e atamelaneng haholo le yana, empa the Prestige e fumana tshehetso e ntle ka mehla. You can always do with an away tour in the fun city of Durban. We start with the blue ribbon event, the 100-meter freestyle for men. All 10 lanes are in use. 21-year-old Calvin Justice from Seagulls is in lane 4. Sales swimmer Luke Vervey is in lane 3, and Armand Maritz from Tugs holds lane 5. It's Maritz that is looking good going into the first 10. He turns with Calvin Justice, only 50 meters remain. In lane 3, it looks like Luke Vervey gaining on the leaders, but it will be too late. Justice is stroking strong. He will win here. A last surge by Maritz, but Calvin has his measure. He touches the wall, 50.38. Armand Maritz wa Tekis o felletse maemong a bobedi. Ha Luke Vervey wa Sils a felletse maemong a boraro.
So yeah, not a bad time. I've taken quite a bit of time off swimming, so kind of expected to be around there. Would have loved to have dipped under the 50-second mark, but 50.3 at this stage of the game, it's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that.
So what lies ahead for our winner?
So we got the Commonwealth Games trials at the end of the year. That's definitely going to be my focus. I was lucky enough to be on the 2014 team to the Glasgow in Scotland, where we got 2 medals. So I'd really be happy to be on the team next year to go to the Gold Coast. So that's definitely the focus for this year.
Next up, one length only, 50-meter butterfly for girls 13 to 14 years of age. Wayne Redding speaks to the race favorite.
Right, Kirsten Dakota, you've had a really busy week here at the TYR Prestige Championships. What did you consider as your main event?
I don't really have a main event, but I do enjoy flying free.
And looking at the performances here, your 50 fly and 100 fly was particularly good. Are you still looking at some intentions over the next month or so with the SA short course coming?
Well, yes, I am trying to make a higher FINA points score, so I am trying to reach higher times.
And obviously, you're one of the young up-and-coming ladies, and everybody in South Africa is looking for the ladies to come through over the next few years. Commonwealth Games trials here in the pool. Have you got any thoughts on that?
Yes, I'd love to make all the different SA teams. I'd love to go to Olympics one day, and also Commonwealth.
And what do you think is going to be your main sort of challenge at the end of the year?
Well, I do have very fierce competition in all the age groups, and I'm trying to beat their times as well.
We say well done on a really busy week, and I know you've just got a bit sick and then opted out of today.
Yeah, it just happens sometimes.
We say well done on your performances.
Thank you.
Well done, Kirsten Duhude, and good luck. Lebelo le latelang ke la makgaolakgang a 200-meter backstroke go bahlankana ba dilemo tse ka tlase ho tse 14. Ian Bridgewell from Action Academy is in lane 4. His teammate Guy Brooks is in lane 3. Seagull's top prospect Luca Holzhausen is in lane 5.
Well, I've been looking at my 200 IM and I've decided that I'm doing well at it, so I'm going to try and stick to that race particularly. Yeah.
Approaching the midway mark, well, in the lead, we asked Luca, what's next for him?
Yes, I'm going to be at the SA short course this year, held in Pietermaritzburg. Looking forward to it. I love my short course racing, so yeah, looking forward to it. Yes, I just think it would be really good for me as I'll get the experience and not really looking at who am I racing, but my times and the experience that I'm getting in.
The 14-year-old Action Academy swimmers, Ian Brijlal in lane 4 and Guy Brooks in lane 3 are a few body lengths behind Luca. Brijlal gives it all he's got. One last attempt to haul in the leader. Not this time. Holzhausen touches in 2 minutes 15.43. Ian Brijlal gets second and Guy Brooks just in ahead of Cameron Casali.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my times this year at Prestige. Wasn't really expecting these times, but I mean, I've been training hard and I'm getting what I need.
Karen Prinsloo holds this TYR Prestige record at 56.17 seconds in the 100-meter freestyle. She set it way back in 2013. The girl's chase in that time is 16-year-old Inga Weideman in lane 4. She is from Mattes in Stellenbosch. The other is 20-year-old Emma Chilias, also from Mattes in lane 5. The swimmers are closely bunched after 50 meters, with Chilias showing the edge from lane 5. And the sprint is on. Cameron Wills from Sills Swimming Club is swimming hard in lane 3. It is Emma Chilias making her experience count. 57.06 as she touches. Inge Weideman follows, and Cameron Wills gets a bronze medal place for Sills. Baeti ba tswang Western Province ba iphumanela maemo a pele le a bobedi. More TYR Prestige action bekeng e tlang with the swimming show. The swimming show. I'm so excited that we are on the board at the FINA World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. Re motlotlo haholo ka Cameron van der Berg ha mmoho le mampudi wa lefatshe ya buileng sekwele e leng Chad Leclerc. Next week, we'll do a wrap-up of the World Champs and show you the full medal tally. Ho fihlela bekeng e tlang, e ba le mafelo a beke a monate a futhumetseng ho tswa ho nna Dikeledi Letsire.
The Swimming Show.